Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to understand this Leetcode problem number 2075. It's a very important problem to understand. That have you ever seen a problem that looks completely confusing, but once you see the pattern it becomes very easy. Okay, so today we'll try to understand this problem, and trust me, after this watching this video, right, you will never forget this pattern again. That is a guarantee from me. Okay, so let's try to understand what we have given. Very first we have given is the, it is saying, let's go with the very first statement. A string original text is encoded using a slanted transposition cipher to a string that is called encoded text. Means this is the first thing you have given. Encoded text we have given, right? It is in a slanted transposition cipher, right? We have given. So that will help you, right? So the encoded text with the help of matrix having a fixed number of rows, and that is called the rows. It means the encoded text we have given and the rows we have given. Two things we have given. Now it is saying that the original text is placed first in the top left corner to the bottom right manner. So that what we have given. Okay, now it is saying that if you come down here, if you see here, it is saying that the blue cells are filled with, followed by the red cells, and then the yellow cell, and so on, like that. If you can go through, you can understand this problem clearly. Okay, so I'll come down right here, and it is saying that encoded text is formed by appending all the characters of the matrix in a row-wise fashion. And this is what it is saying, that the character in the blue cells are appended first, right? And it is going encoded, then the red cell, and so on. So finally the yellow color. Like that, it is saying that. Coming back to the given example, in the description itself, problem statement we have added here, right? And that is the example we have given. As we know that we have given what we have given, the encoded text we have given, and the number of rows we have given. Okay, so it is saying that, for example, if the original text is cipher and rows is equal to 3, then we encode it in the following manner. So like this we can encode it, right? Means the blue row depict how original text is placed in the matrix, and the red arrow denotes the order in which the encoded is formed, and in the above you can say CHIEPR, right? Like that we have given CHIE and PR, like that. So we have the given encoded string, right, and the number of rows we have given, right? So we have to return the original text we have to return. It means we have given encoded string and the number of rows we have given. Now here what we need to do, what we need to do is, someone wrote the message into a grid by grid, row by row, we can say that. Okay, so if somebody has written in the grid row by row a message, original message, then they read it diagonally, right? Because they have to read, and it is slanted, as we know, and they became the encoded string, right? So what is our job? Our job is to reverse that process and recover the original message. Okay, this is what the question is saying that. So let's try to understand. As you can see, example 1 we'll talk about in the depth. You can go through the example 2 here also, right, like this, and example 3, as you can see. And these are the time constant we have given, the problem constant we have given. Okay, let's come to the question itself, what the question itself is saying. So we have given the encoded string and number of rows. So the string was written row by row in a grid, and then it was read diagonally, slanted, that is called, to create the encoded string, and our job is to reverse the process and recover the original message. Okay, Means our job is to do what? We have to reverse that process and we have to recover the original message, correct? So let's try to go through this example. So this is the example that we have already talked about, right? So this was given the problem statement itself. So we have, what we need to do is, let's suppose we have given this message. So this is a encoded message, right? Encoded text, we can say that. What is the encoded text? Is this is a CH, IE and PR, as you can see in the grid also. Number of rows is 3, right? Total number of rows is 3. So the very first step is we have to build the grid, right? So we will check that, okay, if we are going to build the grid, what is the length here, right? So we'll check the length. So total length is encoded string length, right, by 2 by the row is 12 by 13, which is a 4, right? So this become number of columns, right? Means we have to find the columns very first, right? Now we have to fill that grid row wise, right? How we'll fill the rows? So you can see here, very first we'll fill CH, IE and PR. Like this we will fill from here to here, right? Means we have given this one, but we have to create our grid, right? And we have to fill it. So you will fill like this. And all other left over, these are nothing but your space we have given, okay guys, and other places. The very first thing what you need to do is you have to write a step 2. We will read the diagonally, means we'll read. So we'll check very first is, now we'll say, okay, now comes with the key idea is we start liking this. Let's start from the each column in the first row and then move the diagonally, right? We will diagonally will move, means down right we will move. So at 0 0 we know that we have already filled this grid, right? This CH grid. So we will go with like this. So we'll say, okay, what is this value we have here, right? So like that we'll go CE will get, then we'll go H will get, then we'll go nothing, and so on will go. It means if we'll fill the grid diagonally, right, what we will get is at 0 0 you will get C, then at 1 1 you will get E, right? Then what we have is at 1 0 you will get IE, if you talk about the diagonally. At 2 0 what will get P R. Like that we will get all these elements, we will get the text will get. So you have to start the column 0 means CE, then H, and so on. You will keep going there, right? You have to trim also, and then you will get the cipher, right? The main thing is that you have to understand about the intuition, how we are going to understand. So forget this story and think like that the encoding walk diagonally we have to do. So the decoding is equal to the, we have to simulate that same diagonal we have to traverse. So the code idea becomes, right, we will go for all the columns, right, and we'll check, okay, I is equal to 0. So I should be less than row, less than column, right? So we'll take the grid I and j and we'll have to move I and j, I plus plus and j plus plus forward, right? So how we will implement, let's understand. The very first thing that you will check the number, how many rows we have given. If rows is empty, you will rows is nothing, 0, so we'll return empty. Otherwise you will find the number of columns and you will do how, and by rows you will get the number of columns. Now you have to build the string. So we'll start with the start column and you will take a j 0 and j will start from the start column, right? So for all the j, what you need to do is I is less than row and j less than column you will do, right? And you need to do what? You will keep appending the value, means what is the character at I into col plus j. So let's suppose the number of columns we got is 4, right? Because we have seen 12 by 3 we have got is 4, right? So this is 4 and initially I is nothing but 0, right? Then we'll do j. Let's suppose j will also start from the 0. It means what will happen? You will get a 0 the very first. So we will say, okay, result dot append char at 0. From here to here you will get char at 0, means the very first character was p. Then what will happen? You increase I plus plus and j plus plus. It means this value will increased, right? So when the value will increase, it means I will be this time 4 into 1 plus 1, right? 4 into 1 is 1 plus 1. Sorry, 4 plus 1 is 5, right? So you will get the 5. So you will say, okay, char at 5. What is the element is there? You will get some element, right? So you will, let's suppose some element is there, right? What is the element was there? Let's go and check. So let's suppose you have given the character. So you will check, okay. So at position you will find this value, right? So it's like ch and 2 spaces is there. So 4, and then you will get is I, means the next element you will get at as a I, because we have C, H we have, then we have I, we have E, and then we have PR, right? So if you will put here, so this is the index you have, is you will get some index. What is the index is there? This is the 5th index. This is the 0 index, 4 index. This is 4 index, we can say, okay? So like that we will go, right? And you will get the next character is ID. So you will get C, and then you will get is, sorry, you will get the very first character is ch, right? The C will say, and another character is I. Like that you will get C for using this column, right? At the last, whenever you will feel that you will have some value, right, but it's not the character but the space, so you don't need to do, you will keep doing minus minus trailing spaces, and you will return the substring. This is what we are doing. In case you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. For this case, we are going with the only one mainly for loop, but inside that we are also continuing a while loop, right? It's okay because we have the given number of columns we have already given, right? And we are calculating already that one, right? So in that case, time complexity become O of n, and space is also O of n because we are excluding the output, okay? So when we return the result, we have to take the substring here, and that is why we are getting the value, because we have to find the end. What is the end is there, right? We know the result will start from 0, but end we have to find, because end will come the spaces, right? The trailing spaces, and so you will find that, and we are excluding the spaces also. Time and space completely become O of n and O of 1. Okay guys, in case you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe this channel, and let me know in the comment section. Thank you.